Guys, welcome along. We have got an amazing interview. One of our amazing clients, Stephane, today is going to be telling us a little bit about his journey on our 90-day transformation. He come into the program just approaching 90 days now. And first of all, let me introduce Stephane. Stephane, tell us a little bit about who you are, what you do, what's your profession, and just tell us a little bit about yourself.
All right. Hello, everybody. My name is Stephane, living in London. I'm French speaker, and I've been in the UK for the past 15 years. As a profession, I'm a stockbroker. So I work in the city, and so that's why I'm in London. Besides that, I used to be a regular, let's say, practitioner of martial arts, of football. So I was quite active doing sports. And as I grew older, I kind of stopped it a little bit. And I saw so many, ads from Ed, and I say, why not join Ed and see if I can back to my best of me. And I'm really happy to discuss about my journey, because after the 90 days, I'm really happy, excited to share my feeling regarding that, because it was, and I'm pretty confident anyway, it's going to continue to be a very good journey so far.
Tell me about the start of the 90 days then. Where was your health, your fitness, your weight?
Yeah.
What was the starting point for you? What was the biggest, what was the starting point for you? Where was you at?
That's a good question, indeed. Basically, when I joined, I was 120 kilos. So it's, roughly speaking, 19 stones. And I didn't do sports on a regular basis, so I was out of shape, and I was carrying some knee problems, both of my knees. So I wasn't feeling great about myself, and also my health condition was all right, but I had my knee problems, and I was overweight. And as long as I was doing this program, I started to notice some big changes. So I didn't feel. It didn't come overnight, but I didn't feel any more pain on my knees, and I was losing weight constantly on a weekly basis, to the point now I lost a lot of kilos, because I'm 106 kilos. So I forgot what it is exactly. Let me check on my computer. 106.5. So yes, it's 16.7 stones. So quite a lot of stones lost, and I feel great. I'm more focused on my work. I'm happier. I'm more chatty. And I crack jokes. Yes, it's amazing. People tend to dismiss the fact that it's not working out to be a bodybuilder or whatever, but just working out, you feel great after that,
Yeah. Absolutely. I think a lot of people have that misconception that this is going to be a lot of hard work. I'm not saying you didn't work hard, but I think people think they've got to spend hours pumping iron in the gym. They've got to be eating, dry chicken and broccoli and brown rice 6 times a day. They have that, maybe because a lot of what the magazines and online materials this is what you need to do. That's what they tell you, right? Yeah. But
you're afraid to kind of do a program, because you say that there is so many restrictions, and you don't want that, because life is a kind of stressful. You want to enjoy, but like I said, so far it's been a lot of enjoyment, because like most of the people, I used to eat some crack food, not on a daily basis, but for sure, junk food. Everybody eats junk food, but because I was on the program, I noticed that it would have been great to change a bit of my diet. And as funny as it sounds, it made me even want to start cooking. So I was making my own recipe. I'm not going to say I'm a chef, even though I think of myself as a chef, but that's not true. But at least I can prepare some meals, and I'm happy to do that, and I enjoy it. So, I mean, everything has been like a game changer for me, and it's a better version of myself, and I kind of like that version, to be honest with you.
Yeah. So 14 kilos, I just converted that to pounds. That's almost 31 pounds. That is incredible. That is an incredible amount of work.
Thanks to you and the team. Huh?
Well, listen, we give you the tools. You've still got to do the work. We can't do the work for you. So, yeah.
Give me the tools.
It works both ways. It works both ways. But no, that's amazing. You must feel like that's a lot of weight to lose. You must feel a totally different person.
Yeah, but I can run. Yes, I forgot to tell you, because I couldn't run. I was a sprinter. I used to run fast, and I couldn't run because of my overweight, my knees and everything. Now I can run, and I don't feel, tired. I don't feel pain on my knees when I'm running. So I'm really impressed. To be honest with you, I'm really, really impressed about all the the changes and the improvement that I made. It's fantastic. There's no other word. It's fantastic.
Stephane, it really makes me happy to hear that. This is why we do what we do, because I say at the beginning of the program, this will be life-changing for you, and a lot of people think that's a bit over the top sometimes when I say that, but I really believe that this is it can be life-changing for you if you allow it to be, and you embrace the process.
Totally agree. If you will put the effort, yes, it is going to be a life-changing. Yeah.
Amazing. So tell me, what have some of your colleagues noticed about, some of your friends, colleagues, family? What have they been saying about your transformation? You've had some of your colleagues notice the difference, right?
But she noticed that. Well, since I've been doing on a regular basis, I'm more focused at work. I'm spot on in every decision I made, in every, let's say, trade ideas I give to clients and everything. My family say it's a new Stephane. You want to train to be a model? That's what they was, cracking that kind of joke. And yes, I noticed, when I work, because I'm a bit tall, and not that I'm tallest, but I'm tall, and I can be, intimidating. And when I walk on the street, and I realize that sometimes some girls, they just turn around to look. So I'm a
That's always a bonus.
Absolutely.
Excellent. I love it. And tell me a bit about the actual process that you've gone through. We said earlier, a lot of people think this is going to be some kind of tough regime, which, like I said, I'm sure it wasn't, we made it as easy as we could, but I'm sure there were challenges along the way. But just tell us a little bit about the process, because you're a busy guy, right? You're a stockbroker. You work crazy hours, and sometimes you're working in different time zones. I know you also travel a lot. So how did you fit this into your busy schedule?
What I did, because I woke up very early in the morning, so the first thing what I did is the morning, instead of waking up, I start to wake up a little bit, like 20 minutes earlier than planned, and try to do the program. Not that I was doing on every day, but I tried to. And then I realized that if I switch by doing some skipping the morning and doing the program when I'm at the same time I'm working, so at midday, it was fantastic. So it was easier because, I'm working from home. So as we do lots of things without equipment, not heavy equipment, so it's easy to do it while I'm working, because I have my screen to look after. I can answer to the clients, but I say sometimes if I really want to get focused, I just send a message to the board or the client, say, listen, I'll be off for the next 20 minutes, and then I'm doing my exercises and everything, and spot on. And the rest of the day continue like if I haven't done nothing, but I did exercise. But one thing I want to mention is that when I started, because like I said, in the past, I used to do a lot of sports, I found your exercises very easier, okay? And I realized that when I change, because the body adapt, when I change the exercises, when you do the 10 for 10, medium to high level, I said, oh, that's quite challenging. And not every exercises I could perform them, the best way possible. So I had to relearn and to try again and again. And I said, no, I want to succeed this one. I remember that one exercise, it was the triceps, when you're on the chair, etc. I said, he will be easy, etc. I did that the first round. Obviously, you have at your full capabilities, so no worries. The second time around, that was challenging. Was an understatement. I said,
oh yeah.
Then, you continue and you build on more, muscles, and that it's fun. It's fantastic because it seems nothing, to be honest, when you see the exercises, but when you do it, you say, "Oh, that's great." You start to sweat. I say, "It's only 10 minutes. I'm sweating. I'm exhausted. How come?" So no.
Yeah.
Thumbs up for you.
Thank you. Yeah, I've designed them specifically in a way that they're simple to perform exercises, but when you put them together, the heart starts going, the sweat starts pouring, and that's why I call them the rapid burn workouts, because you like literally stepped away from your desk for 20 minutes. You don't need any equipment. 20 minutes later, you're sweating, you worked, and you've done a great workout. You don't need to leave your house, go to a gym, spend an hour in a gym, shower, come back, and it's taking you 2.5 hours. It's literally 20 minutes, bang, 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 bang. It's done. It's specifically designed in that way for very busy people, and I'm just glad that you've done so amazingly well. That's incredible. It's incredible. Tell me, what have been some of was there any challenges along the way that you faced?
Challenging, yes and no. I would say that like everybody, sometimes you don't feel like doing the exercises, but I said to myself, if I don't do it today, I had to do it the next day. So I was doing it. So I tried to be consistent, because consistency is key in everything that we do. So if you don't do it, and I realized that as soon as I had this mindset on, there was no problem. The only issue that I had, and I told Rihanna, is that, because I'm moving, I go to Italy, to France, and stay in London. Now I'm in France, I'm in Paris. And when I came back to Paris, I had like a week or so to readapt myself, because my routine was changed. I couldn't perform the exercise when I wanted to. I always be, disturbed. But I managed somehow. It took me a week to get back to normal. So that's mainly the challenge that I found, which seems peanuts.
So you had a week out where you wasn't able to do much, yet you still managed to lose, 14 kilos or 31 pounds. So that's incredible. It just goes to show, like, it's not just the exercise. It's the food you're eating as well, the nutrition. Change.
Because the thing is, first I was taking a lot of caffeine, coffee. But I realized that it was just more like a habit than I really needed to. For instance, I can drink a coffee if I want to, but if I don't need to, I'm not going to take a coffee. I spent weeks without any coffee because I didn't feel like it, I only take now coffee if I want to enjoy maybe a coffee, but before it was like maybe 8 coffee a day, it's quite a lot. I stopped that, and yes, I drink more water, no fizzy drinks, no. I mean, very, 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 very rarely, junk food. And even what I consider junk food is not really junk food, because I was, treating myself with some burgers, but real burgers, not the burgers we buy at McDonald's and everything. I don't want to make, to advertise for this kind of food. It was burger made on the grill, like a proper butcher, burgers. So that's from, well, maybe once every 2 weeks I was having that, and I enjoy. But yes, I really changed the way I consume food. And it's not like we said, eating only broccoli and anything. No, it's just I change. Even if I eat what I used to eat, I eat it differently.
You hit the nail on the head there. I always say to people before they come on the program, we don't give you a diet. We don't change your diet. The people that are most successful are not the ones who change their diet. they're the ones who change their eating habits. There's a big difference there between changing your diet and changing your eating habits. So the proof is in, what you've just described there, and you hit the nail on the head. Tell us a bit about the weekly coaching sessions that you had with Rhiannon. What was the accountability like throughout the program, and the actual one-to-one coaching and the support that you received?
The support was done. I mean, we set, a goal for the week. And after that, we discussed if it went well, and if there was any difficulties, what we can improve, the way we can improve it, or if it's too easy, let's challenge ourselves, because it's good to challenge ourselves from time to time. And yes, she great ideas provided. Great support and great fun as well, because people need to understand that it's not only like you go, like you're in the military, you don't have to do this, you have to do that, etc. No, it's an exchange, and it's really interesting, and yes, it's good. It's very fantastic in that perspective, because you are professional. You give her tools. We discuss. Okay, this now it's not something that I like. Let's see another way. Oh yes, you can do that, because this could be good for you. I think you should sleep a little bit more, because if you sleep more, you recuperate more, and you can train better, etc. Oh yes, something I didn't think about it, etc. Exchanges, and from the discussion, yes, everything goes smoothly, and you improve.
Yeah, I think that's it. You hit the nail on the head again. Coaching it's not meant to be, right, Stephane, you need to do this, this, and this. It's more of a exchanging of ideas, asking you the right questions to get you thinking about the challenges that you've had up until this point, and how we can rectify that and come up with a solution to that challenge. That's what we're doing every week. You have a challenge, we help you find a solution. You have a challenge, another challenge, we help you find a solution. Move past it by week. It's not, right, you need to do this, you need to exercise this many times, do this, this, and this, and eat this. Because, I've done that kind of coaching in the past. And most of the time, people, as good intentions that they have, nobody likes to be told what to do. Look at a child, it's the way we're wired up here. You tell a child, don't touch this, don't press that button, curiosity kicks in, and they're going to want to press that button. It's just the way the human brain works. It's not our own fault. It's just the way we've evolved and the way we're wired. So it's more about sharing ideas and asking thought-provoking questions is what gets real transformation, rather than telling you to do something that you don't particularly want to do. So it kind of puts you in the driver's seat. It gives you the ideas, and then you're making the decisions rather than us making the decisions for you. And that way you can make this a sustainable change for the long term.
Yeah, because if you tell us what to do, it's not going to be sustainable. At some point, we say, "Oh, I'm fed up. Come on." Yeah. With that.
Brilliant, Stephane. You've been amazing. You've been an amazing client to work with. You've been great fun yourself. I know Rhiannon's had, and myself, we've both enjoyed the journey and seeing your progress over the last 90 days. And obviously the journey continues as well, which is great. Tell us, there's obviously a lot of people that might be watching this. They're sitting on the fence. They're thinking, I'm not quite ready to get started. I'm really busy. I travel a lot, like perhaps you would, like you do. What would you say to someone sitting on the fence and they're just kind of thinking about embarking on a fitness journey?
I think everybody can have at least 10 minutes spare time. It's nothing. And if people just give it a try, 10 minutes a day, they realize that it's beneficial for them, and they're going to continue and even do maybe 20 minutes, and they want to do more, because it seems nothing, but they will feel and they will see the change. So, to anyone who wants, who are thinking that, okay, I don't have time, we always have 10 minutes, because we're always wasting time doing nothing, and only 10 minutes a day, it's nothing. It's really nothing. That's what I'm going to say to anyone who's listening.
Spot on. 10 minutes a day. It really is nothing. Anyone can do that. And there'll probably be people thinking, what can I do in 10 minutes? Well,
give it a try. going to see what you're going to do in 10 minutes. I can guarantee you.
You've lost 31 pounds in 20 minutes a day, not even every day. Plus you had a week off in the middle of that as well. So you haven't even followed the program perfectly, and you've still done amazingly well. So even if someone come on, they did 10 minutes and they lost, half of what you did, even if they lost 7 kilos or, 14 pounds, that's still, a massive achievement.
Yeah.
I would have been over the moon if you told me you come on here, I lost a stone or I lost 14, 20 pounds, but you've lost 30 pounds. That's just like,
I mean, I'm super happy with that. I mean, I knew that I could lose weight if I follow your program, because I see how it was designed, and I say yes. But it's beyond my wildest expectation. It's fantastic. Yeah.
Amazing. Stephane, you've been a pleasure. Thanks for joining me today and sharing your story.
Yes, thank you for having me.
No worries, and the journey continues.
Absolutely.